Look with the final kinematic that we're going to be diving into. Again, let's read the question. Let's see what we need to answer. What acceleration did it experience? So that means we have to be looking for acceleration. We don't know that yet. But let's see what details are given to us. It says an object accelerates from rest. So if it accelerates from rest, we can say that VO is 0. Now, I know it says speed, but remember, speed and velocity are kind of like cousins. The only difference is one is a scalar, one is a vector, and that means one has direction and one doesn't. Kind of like distance and displacement. So we can still say S or VO. And now it says to a speed. So now the S, I'm going to put an F there as a final, or VF, which gives you 24. And there's a distance there, right? So it goes over this distance. Keyword there is over. It means it already started somewhere, and it went until it got to this distance. So that means final distance is going to be 56, or final position. We're looking for acceleration. Notice how there's no time in this problem. That's because time is not a factor here. So it's not going to be the first one because time is a factor, or the second because time is a factor. Now with this final kinematic equation, the fourth one, time is not a factor, so maybe it could be this one. In addition to that, we do have a final, we do have a starting, we do have acceleration, and we do have a displacement. So let's see. It's not going to be this one because time is a factor. Time is a factor here, but we have a final velocity, and I don't see that in this equation, so this is not going to make so much sense. Time is a factor here, but so are the starting and the final velocities, and they're not here either. And for what I'm seeing, this will not be it. So the equation that we're going to need is this one. Time is not a factor, and we're able to still apply the details we have. For example, we have 24 squared as a final. We can say it starts from rest because it does. So that means 0 squared plus 2. We don't have acceleration based on our question. And we have position, which is 56, minus, we can establish it to be 0 since it started from rest. 24 times 24 gives you 576, which equals, we can get rid of this and this. So therefore we have 2 times A times 56. 56 times 2 gives you 112. So now you have 576 equals 112 times A. Now, remember, like I said, this equal sign right here is like a wall. If you want to move a number over, you have to do the opposite operation to move from point A to point B. Now, the operation is connecting the number and the variable is multiplication. So you have to divide that number on both sides instead to get the variable by itself. So A equals 576 divided by 112. 576 divided by 112 will give you 5.14 meters per second squared.